Welcome to Sports Bios, the premier destination for in-depth explorations of athletic lives that have captivated and inspired us. I'm your host, Howard Closewell, and today we're going to delve into the fascinating life of Gene Tunney, a figure whose impact on the world of boxing and beyond is still felt to this day. Tunney, known for his intellectual approach to the sport as much as his prowess in the ring, presents a compelling study of contrasts. A boxer who quoted Shakespeare and admired the works of George Bernard Shaw, yet was also a fierce competitor with a strong jaw and an unyielding determination. As we explore the early life of Gene Tunney, we find ourselves in the vibrant city of New York, where he was born on May 25, 1897, to John Joseph Tunney and Mary Josephine Leyden. The Tunney family lived in a modest home in the Greenwich Village neighborhood, surrounded by the sights and sounds of a bustling metropolis. Gene's father, John Joseph, was a successful businessman who owned a steamship company, and his mother, Mary Josephine, was a homemaker who instilled in him a strong sense of values and morality. Growing up in New York City during the late 19th and early 20th centuries was a unique experience that shaped Gene's perspective on life. He was exposed to a diverse range of cultures, ideas, and influences, from the immigrant communities of the Lower East Side to the upscale neighborhoods of Manhattan. The city's energy and dynamism rubbed off on Gene, who developed a curious and adventurous spirit that would serve him well in his future endeavors. Gene's family played a significant role in shaping his early life and future path. His father encouraged his interest in sports, particularly boxing, which was a popular pastime among young men at the time. Gene's mother, on the other hand, emphasized the importance of education and instilled in him a love of reading and learning. The family's emphasis on education, combined with the diverse cultural landscape of New York City, provided Gene with a broad perspective that would serve him well in his career and personal life. As Gene navigated his teenage years, he found himself drawn to both the physical challenge of boxing and the intellectual stimulation offered by literature. He spent hours reading classical literature, philosophy, and poetry, which broadened his perspective on life and helped him develop a unique worldview. His love of learning was fostered by his parents, who encouraged him to explore his interests and pursue his passions. The boxing clubs and gyms where Gene trained not only honed his physical skills, but also taught him valuable lessons about perseverance and mental resilience. He trained under the guidance of renowned trainers like Doc Bagley and Jimmy DeForest, who helped him develop a distinctive fighting style that blended technical skill with strategic thinking. Gene's early experiences in boxing were marked by both triumphs and setbacks, but he persevered, driven by a fierce determination to succeed. As we explore Gene Tunney's early life, we see the emergence of a complex individual, one whose athletic prowess is complemented by a rich inner life and a deep engagement with the world around him. The influence of his family, education, and early experiences in boxing all contributed to the formation of his character and laid the groundwork for his future success. As Gene Tunney ascended through the ranks of professional boxing, his reputation as a formidable fighter with a keen strategic mind spread far and wide. His approach to the sport was unlike that of many of his contemporaries. Tunney saw boxing not merely as a physical contest, but as an intellectual challenge, where strategy, skill, and mental toughness played equal roles. This distinctive perspective, combined with his exceptional technical ability and conditioning, made him a compelling figure both in and out of the ring. One of the defining moments of Tunney's career was his bout against Jack Dempsey on September 23, 1926, at Soldier Field in Chicago. This fight was more than just a boxing match. It was an event that captured the nation's imagination, symbolizing the clash between old and new, tradition and modernity. Dempsey, the rugged, hard-hitting champion from the previous era, represented the rough-and-tumble past of boxing, while Tunney embodied the sport's future, sophisticated, strategic, and cerebral. The Dempsey-Tunney fight was a showcase for Tunney's skills as a boxer and his ability to outmaneuver his opponents with both his fists and his mind. Despite facing one of the toughest challenges of his career, Tunney demonstrated remarkable poise and resilience, using his quickness, footwork, and ring generalship to evade Dempsey's powerful blows and land precise, telling punches. The outcome was a unanimous decision in favor of Tunney, crowning him the new heavyweight champion of the world. Tunney's victory over Dempsey marked not only a personal triumph, but also a turning point in the history of boxing. It signaled a shift towards a more technical and strategic approach to the sport, one that emphasized finesse as much as brute force. Moreover, Tunney's success helped to elevate boxing from a somewhat disreputable activity on the fringes of society to a respected and popular sport, attracting new fans and gaining greater acceptance in mainstream culture. Beyond his achievements in the ring, Gene Tunney was also celebrated for his intellectual pursuits and his commitment to education. He was an avid reader with a deep love for literature and philosophy, often quoting Shakespeare and admiring the works of George Bernard Shaw. This unique blend of athletic prowess and intellectual curiosity made him a fascinating figure, someone who could effortlessly move between the worlds of sports and culture. Tunney's impact on boxing extends beyond his own career. He played a significant role in shaping the sport's future, paving the way for later generations of boxers who would combine physical talent with strategic thinking. Moreover, his legacy serves as a reminder that success in any field requires not just natural ability, but also dedication, hard work, and a willingness to learn and adapt. His intellectual curiosity, his love of learning, and his commitment to being more than just an athlete have left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire us today. After retiring from boxing in 1928, Gene Tunney dedicated himself to a life of literature, philanthropy, and public service. He was a voracious reader and had a deep love for the works of Shakespeare, often quoting the bard's sonnets and plays in his conversations. Tunney's intellectual curiosity led him to become a member of the prestigious New York Athletic Club, where he engaged in lively debates and discussions with other notable figures of the time. Tunney also became involved in various charitable endeavors, using his fame and resources to support causes close to his heart. He was particularly passionate about education and worked tirelessly to promote literacy programs and support educational institutions. In 1929, Tunney donated a significant portion of his boxing earnings to Yale University, his alma mater, to establish a scholarship fund for underprivileged students. In the 1930s, Tunney served as a trustee of the New York Public Library, where he worked to expand the library's collections and make literature more accessible to the general public. He was also an advocate for the establishment of public parks and recreational facilities, recognizing the importance of physical activity and outdoor spaces for the well-being of urban communities. During World War II, Tunney played a significant role in the war effort, serving as a lieutenant commander in the United States Navy. He was stationed in Europe and participated in several key campaigns, including the D-Day invasion of Normandy. After the war, Tunney continued to serve his country, working as a liaison between the military and civilian organizations to promote international cooperation and understanding. In his personal life, Tunney married Polly Lauder in 1928, and the couple had 2 daughters, Pamela and Joan. The family resided in Greenwich, Connecticut, where Tunney enjoyed gardening, fishing, and spending time with his loved ones. Despite his many accomplishments and responsibilities, Tunney remained humble and grounded, always prioritizing his family and community above his own ambitions. As we reflect on the later life of Gene Tunney, it's clear that his legacy extends far beyond his achievements in the boxing ring. He was a true Renaissance man, a champion athlete, a devoted husband and father, a passionate advocate for education and literacy, and a dedicated public servant. Tunney's story serves as a powerful reminder that success is not solely measured by our accomplishments, but also by the positive impact we have on those around us and the world at large. In conclusion, Gene Tunney's life was a testament to the power of hard work, determination, and a commitment to personal growth and development. From his early days as a young boxer in New York City, to his later years as a respected philanthropist and public servant, Tunney remained true to himself and his values, inspiring countless individuals along the way. As we close this chapter on the remarkable life of Gene Tunney, we are reminded that his legacy will continue to inspire and motivate us for generations to come. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the life of one of boxing's most intriguing figures. That's all for today's Sports Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm Howard Closewell, reminding you to keep shooting for your goals.